Welcome back, everybody, to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle showcasing. My name is Niles, and thank you for tuning in. And well, today's episode, we're going to go ahead and test out the old, pretty much god leads, I would say. We're going to test out the Grim Reaper of Death. I believe that's actually what his name is called in Dokkan Battle, if I'm not mistaken. I think Grim Reaper of Death's Rampage. Super Saiyan 3 TEQ Gotenks was an absolute monster when this card first came out. This is the 70% lead and +3 key for the respective tech types. We're going to be testing this card out and seeing if it's still somewhat viable to run on today's meta, as well as we are going to be testing out the STR Gogeta. Cannot wait for this card to get an Extreme Z Awakening. Super effective against all types and attacks 7,000 up. So pretty much I'm going to be rotating SSJ3 Gotenks off because honestly, we're going to always consistently get the 12 key super attack. So first, we'll go ahead and showcase Gogeta, and then we'll bring on the other cards. I'm going to be running some pretty good support cards, so Gotenks should get the Innocence from the Pan as well as the SSJ Gotenks. I'm going to be running this support card because they will supply the +2 key attack 25% up for the respective physical and tech types. Not to mention, we're going to be sharing the Super Saiyan 3 link between them. More or less, I'm going to not really be showcasing the LR Gogeta, so that being said, let's see what we can do going forward. Now, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 key for TEQ Gotenks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so we'll do this. We should, I think, almost get this super attack off. So I think we should at least be able to get the 11 key Boo Boo Volleyball off. Now, when you get the Boo Boo Volleyball off, you do get an increase in attack overall, which I believe equates to about, if I'm not mistaken, around 30% higher, but oof. We're gonna get an additional attack from Gogeta, it looks like, and doing pretty good amount of damage. You can only honestly imagine when this card gets an Extreme Z Awakening, or if any at that matter, I would assume that they would give him a percentage-based increase and make it anywhere between 80 to 100% attack up, maybe, but I feel like that would cut it really close to the intelligence type. And here it goes, the Boo Boo Volleyball, landing a 3.2 non-critical, almost said critical, but a non-critical. I'm used to seeing this card with critical because I am somewhat crit heavy. So we got a lot of the support units. So Pan is a little bit more useful. So what we'll do is we'll do this. We'll get through the stage, no problem. We will take out you. And then the question is, honestly, like, who am I really going to want to align the Dokkan attack? I guess it's going to be, it's somewhat situational at least, but it really depends who we have advantage over. We're going to be actually going against the boss rush stage with the 120% leads, the remainder of them. So honestly, you know, going against Super 17, it's really annoying having key-based attacks because he will absorb them at the end if you lower his barrier low enough. You're going to get an additional attack with LR Gogeta too. And honestly, these cards bring really good value with the leader skill of LR Gogeta and Vegito. It really all started with Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. You had the fusion category as well as the 50% up for the respective tech types, and then you had a Mega Shenron who did it to the physical types. And then I believe there's another card, but to my knowledge, I think Angel Golden Frieza does pretty much the same thing. I think it's 70% up for intelligence type, but really brings good value to a Dokkan banner because it does get very expensive, but at least they have multiple leader skills, which is quite nice. So what I will do is we will seal with Gotenks because I really don't want to have to put up with getting super attack right now. We're not going to do the fusion mechanic, at least for now. And then we will try to at least avoid a super attack off right here. It doesn't look like I'm going to be able to, but I kind of want to keep that one tech key low key, but at the same time, yeah, we'll do it. It's not going to affect us that much, but we'll see. So at least we'll be able to seal with Gotenks right now, who does get the full utilization of that leader skill, being attack and defense up 170%. I believe the HP and attack goes up by 170%. The defense is 130. So we're not going to lower his barrier with this attack right here, which honestly doesn't make too much sense. This looks like a key attack. I know it's a physical attack in the beginning, but then there's this pixie dust that just annihilates you, apparently. Taking a pretty good amount of damage, not the greatest, but he is sealed nonetheless. And here's where we're going to lower his barrier just slightly. I'd say about a quarter or 50. That's cool too. Okay, so we'll have over in a flash, which sucks. So what I'm gonna do is I don't want to have to take him off turn. So you know what? Honestly, it's not the worst if I may be honest, because even the 12 key is gonna hit respectively hard. So you know what? We will support this anyway because we'll get a higher attack boost. So that'll be said. And then it's almost impossible for me to avoid that. So we're definitely going to hit that barrier at some point. So I think this is a key-based attack. The Boo Boo Volleyball, though, is not a key-based attack. So it's definitely going to lower his barrier, but doing a respective amount of damage to say the least. Super 17 does have an awesome defensive barrier. So Kamehameha, we're going to have to force to get that type of barrier down. So it's a little bit of an issue, but you know, honestly, I think we actually might have a transformation, which I believe carries over, if I'm not mistaken. But it's going to be a hell of a lot of fun, especially if you do a race with somebody on here in particular, which I do plan on doing eventually. So it looks like we're going to have the fusion within the next turn. So what I'll do here is I kind of want to do that just to get out of here. So that's what we'll do. We'll seal within the first turn. We'll do this as well since it's a non-base key attack. Unfortunately, going to give him some health back, which does suck. But that's going to be quite all right. We'll still should be able to tank this. I think the passive went off with Pan because she does have a 30% health point restriction. 4,000 worth of damage. Actually, now, ooh, and 1.1. 1.1 from Gogeta, cutting it very, very short. I'm pretty sure Pan's going to be able to knock her. No! And we have fusion to end the battle. All right, so let's at least fuse. It's going to be somewhat of a spectacle right here. So let's go ahead and do this. Unless, you know, unless we can get a Boo Boo Volleyball off. Yeah, you know what? We're going to get a Boo Boo Volleyball off. So let's at least see what it's going to be like it here. We got the attack and defense up regardless, so we've seen Gogeta do his thing. I promise you we'll do a maxed out showcasing later on, but at least we'll have the attack go up by 25% and Super Fierce Battle, and the multiplier is quite ridiculous. Not bad on a 50 stamina boss. God, I feel so weird not getting a super attack off with Gogeta. But yo, this is TEQ Gotenks' and STR Gogeta's showcase. So we're now hopping onto Omega Shenron. So it looks like we're aligning that Dokkan attack. If I do have type advantage, I will align it with STR Gogeta since we got a pretty nice attack with Gotenks to say the least. But we're not done just yet. We're not done. Let's bring this on. So hopefully you are enjoying this. Definitely consider subscribing if you are new as well. It would mean a lot. Unfortunately, we don't have experienced fighter, kind of like the intelligence Gogeta actually has. But let's go ahead and see what STR Gogeta can tank at least. We'll do this. And just to make sure we get out of this turn, let's absorb all of these rainbows. Get a pretty much full wraparound. It's kind of weird rotating them off the rotation. Now, low-key, I do have a level 5 dodge. Don't think it's going to be enabled, though. But sometimes, just sometimes, it actually goes up. But unfortunately, you know, like, STR Gogeta doesn't get a lot of love, especially nowadays, like he rightfully honestly should, because these old cards give up 7,000 up in the potential system, and my SSJ3 AGL Goku is nearly one of the highest attack stats that I have in the game, and I do have LRs and other cards that are maxed out. So I do suspect that when Gogeta gets in Extreme Z Awakening, that he'll have roughly around 19,000 to 20,000 HP, probably around the same attack boost, I would think. So let's see what we can do now. We got Pan on the field, which is awesome. So let's see if we can at least get the super attack off with Pan. I don't think we're going to be able to, but we'll still keep her on the first turn. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's that. We'll drop this. We'll get another Boo Boo Volleyball off, which will be quite nice. So we'll at least have Pan's passive. We'll still have Super Fierce Battle and at least have the Innocence. So this definitely should be a one-shot. There's no question about it. I'm pretty confident. Ooh, 2.8. Yeah, I'd say they're still somewhat relevant. I know physical Gotenks, Super Saiyan 3 does hit harder because he has a 180% passive. But still, honestly, that's really, really impressive. So we'll keep this. Yeah, we'll have STR Gogeta do this. I should be able to tank the vast majority of this right now. And then we'll have Gotenks at the end. Almost should be a one turn once again. We do have Super Fierce Battle. We're not getting that support passive, unfortunately, from Super Saiyan 3 Goku, but we are sharing over into Flash, though. So there's that. 800,000. There's the additional attack. Now, what would be crazy if this card got an Extreme Z Awakening is if they increased the defense much like they did with the Broly. I would really, really highly appreciate that. Maybe change the modifier to something else, but that kind of be overkill and really cutting it close to the intelligence type. Wow, Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku hitting 200,000 critical, which is honestly not bad. And I do have intentions on maxing out this unit because it's honestly a really, really underrated unit. So now we got Intelligence Gogeta. We're gonna have some type disadvantage issue. So I'll put Pan within the first. I'm gonna have STR Gogeta. I need 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't want to have to take that out. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so we'll do this. And then I think I want to save the SD orbs for the next round as well. But we kind of want to align the Dokkan attack. So we'll do this. Indefinitely should be able to align the Dokkan attack. Gogeta versus Gogeta. We are going to get super attack. Please do not hit me over for 100,000. 51,000. Was really banking on that. Now we got Gotenks in, but honestly, Gotenks has the potential, if he gets an additional attack with a crit, to almost... Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Really scared about that right now, but at least we're going to be able to end it with STR Gogeta. So thank you as always for sticking around. It does mean a lot. So, let's do this. STR Gogeta will absorb this. Gogeta versus Gogeta. I'm excited for this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm pretty sure that this is definitely going to be over 1.5 million at minimal. Unfortunately, not really sharing any other support passive because, like I said, GT Goku does not give it up for him. But nonetheless, we got Super Fierce Battle and Super Saiyan in here. Pretty sure that this, woo, that was moving kind of quick, that this is definitely going to be at least 1.5 upwards. Pixie Dust, 1.1 million. Not as high, but guys, for a flat attack boost, still a great viable unit. If you do not have the intelligence type, you can run the STR type. If you do not have the TEQ Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, you also could run the physical ones, but vice versa. Hopefully, this gives you somewhat of a better idea if they are worth the time investment into today's meta. I would say going forward for the longevity of this game, it's absolutely worth your time, so don't write them off. But yo, until the next one, guys, you stay safe. Peace out.